It's really annoying that we keep hearing about this guy, William Thomas, who tries to identify the wrong gender and spreading false information and making up this lie that he gender transitioned, saying that he did this like surgery to like basically like cut off his penis and tried to make himself look like look himself more like a woman. But here's the thing: his face is a woman. We can still see his face and his neck. He has an Adam's apple, and we can still see that because one of the main things that a man has that a woman does not have is an Adam's apple. You know, like the old story of like Adam and Eve in like the Bible. Yeah. Adam choked on and that's why supposedly that the men now in history men have an Adam's apple. Women they don't. And here's the thing about biology that the transgender community they keep denying about. You're if you didn't pay attention in class and you were just snoring and it is a true fact that males are born with the XY chromosome while females are born with the double X chromosomes. So if you look like inside like a male person's body, so how is everything all arranged in the body? And so they're like a from the baby, like a toddler, and then they're like young boy, and then they're like a teenage boy, and then they become like young adult, young man, and then middle age, and then grandpa, if the or elderly, if they choose not to get married, or unless they do adoption because there are people who they do adoption these days because there are kids out there they just need a home. While the female, on the other hand, so there's the baby and then the toddler. Now we can divert why and you can tell which is which because the doctors and like the nurses when the woman the mom is whether the baby comes out like the other end of her body or if she can't push hard enough, they have to do C-section. So they cut, so they put her like put her in like a sleep position for a while, and then they cut her like stomach area, and they take the baby out, and then they'll check. Does this baby have a penis or a second butthole? So if it has a penis, now this baby it's a boy, baby boy. If it has like, if it doesn't, and then you'll tell the dad and the mom. And that's how it works. And then the young girl, teenage girl, and then while the like teenage boys, they're going to like dealing with their testosterone, that and then fellow boys, they'll try to the teenage boys, they'll try to like try to outdo each other, like who's the more stronger, smarter. While the teenage girls, on the other hand, it's the more about who's the more prettier, more sexier. And some, while some are like, they prefer to just like, try to be smart and, have a good job. While others, they just cake themselves up with makeup and cosmetics. And maybe even do plastic surgery to try and look like the one of like like those troubled celebrities, young woman, and they'll eventually be a mom or like, or maybe they don't choose to like raise the child like the old fashioned way, and maybe they want to like adopt. Now, everyone back in like the older days, like and even like maybe like early like Gen Z, even knew about this that there are only two genders. Everyone in like the straight, gay, lesbian, and the bisexual, they know about this because your romantic relationship, that's like no, that's your own business, and it's not anyone else's business. But some people, they try to intrude into someone else's business. But transgender, it's just the people who just have this mental health problems, and they just need to be proud of who they really are. And unfortunately, there are just people who are famous, who are they're brainwashing the young children, that you're a girl and you like to play with toys that boys usually like, and you like to get dirty in the mud. You like to go in and like fighting. You're actually a boy, and they would say to a boy that, you like to play with dolls and makeup and cosmetics. Then you don't, you're actually a girl. So they're trying to like brainwash these young boys and girls at just such a young age, and sometimes even like the parent they either they're trying to support their kid, trying to like protect them, or they are too gullible and some people who are just fell victim to just they're really sending their own kids at such a like a young age to the medical centers and put them through gender transitioning and these medications, drugs, and cut off their certain body parts that eventually, when they're in their like a teenage years, when the bodies are developing, and these kids, they are not ready for like being like an adult, and being an adult. We're not talking about graduating high school. We're not talking about like graduating, like getting your first job at around like 24 years of age. Whether you're in the trades, college, or university, or number four, if you just want to work in like a supermarket or grocery store or whatever, like major business. As long as you're happy, like with working in that field, because your body hasn't developed enough yet, and you haven't thought about it yet. And if you're like really going to like, destroy your own body at such a young age, you're not ready. And while some famous people like Harry Potter, the seven book series author J.K. Rowling, she's standing up for women's rights, and while she does not hate anyone who is transgender, people who think they are the opposite gender, but their body part is actually not. They only try to change what they are on the outside, but they can't change on the inside. Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint, and also the guy, also the actor who did Dudley Dursley, Harry, yeah, they fell into this trap, and they're trying to push this idea that trans rights are human rights, and that trans women are women. Trans men are men. Also, Pedro Pascal, that the newer X-Men actor, he also tried to go against her but lost. Only because his brother identified as trans, wearing a dress instead of like just in basic like guy clothes. And we've heard tons of reports when regarding in school when girls had to change in the girls' washroom because of one transgender student who identified as a girl but is actually a boy. And the school board, they're only doing this because they don't want to be called out as anti-trans. And this is why some people, parents nowadays, they're trying to go against this ideals and also teaching their sons and daughters at home. They're trying to get as much as accurate information and the papers and they'll buy it and they'll teach it and when they're ready for like college, university, or trades. Yeah, that seems to be a thing, and other incidents that like when some men are trying to identify as a woman, they went into this washroom or and also change rooms and sexually assaulted and tried to rape these young girls and women. Now, dads have stepped up and tried to protect their daughters, saying that my daughter in there this washroom and they're trying to prevent these trans women from entering because their daughters they did need to oh, they deserve their own privacy. If it's not mom or daddy, or it's not like a family member, like a brother or sister. Also in jail, there have been some trans women who have been put in the women's jail, and there was some women who were suddenly got pregnant. And how is that possible? Because these men who are trying to identify as a woman, they were raping these women. So they were sent to the men's prison, which they deserve to, because you think you can just play around with your gender, but you know, that you were born with, but because there are exceptions to everything. And while there have been some trans men, they would put in a men's only jail. They were so scared. Well, technically, you're a woman, yeah. So you should, yeah, be put in a woman's only jail. There are also regarding change rooms. We've also heard reports of like the opposite gender that a trans male a student felt so uncomfortable in these change rooms with boys changing and was felt so uncomfortable seeing guys naked or in their own underwear. So there are always these like washrooms that they're like only like one person can fit in one, and this is we're in the school generally. Also, colleges and universities, they do have these. So anyone who like handicapped, like the any adults like the or faculty, they can use it. Anyone who's the feels more comfortable in their own like the whole space, they can use it. Whether you're straight, gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, non-binary, questioning. As long as you lock the door, because you don't want someone walking in you and like doing your business. Because no one wants to see that as someone like naked, or like having a dump. But regarding William Thomas, originally in the professional swimming division, he placed in 450th place, and so he decided to change his gender. And I tried to identify as a woman, putting on swimsuit women wear, and unlike the men's one, either they were wearing a speedo or like a swimsuit, depending on what they prefer. So William Thomas, he chopped off like some letters of his WIL and chopped off the M and tried to use Lia Thomas as his female name and started beating every single woman swimmer in the women's division, placing him at first place in a position that he could not achieve as in the male division. And then came this one competition where he ended up tying with professional swimmer Riley Gaines, who was also an activist and voted for Donald Trump. So they tied at the same time. And originally, you're supposed to give both trophies to whoever they tied at the first place. But they gave the trophy to William Thomas because they didn't want to be looked at as anti-trans. And at Turning Point USA, right again, while she was doing campaign speech, she was almost physically assaulted, and she had to hide in this office room while the security officers they were blocking the door and preventing any trans people from physically assaulting her and trying to kill her because they disagreed with her beliefs. And while in the recent Olympics in Italy, the Winter Olympics, there have been a trans woman who played for the men's division because he was actually born a male, but identified as female. But since he has testosterone, he did play for the right gender team, the men's division. So at least that guy was doing it right. And the International Olympic Committee actually put this rule in that all anyone who any athletes who identify as a certain gender must play in the correct gender, the men's division or the women's division. Otherwise, they are disqualified. And there have been some athletes who have been banned from doing any athletic competition for doing drugs or steroids. And William Thomas had making a big fuss about this thing that it's not fair, it's not fair. Well, dude, you're you're a dude. You have an Adam's apple. Your testosterone, you know, testosterone, and you have XY chromosomes. Because even if someone were to you were to try to cut your body in half, if you were dead, but they would dig up your body and now this guy's male. This fella's male. And every single competition photo shows that William Thomas has the bulge. Women don't have a bulge. And even people like Dylan Mulvaney, a man who tries to identify the wrong gender, he's just making fun of a woman and got the Anheuser-Busch company less sales. So William Thomas is technically lying about the is that all he wanted to was beat women because he couldn't beat fellow men in professional swimming. So he decided to beat a woman. And also there was this transgender professional boxing who beat up a professional boxer, a woman, and she was she was beat up, and she was, and that guy was who identified as a woman. He was boasting about it. Women have fought hard just to get their own rights, the right to vote, the right to work, so they can get like any kind of like job they want as long as not they got right qualifications. But these and, trans they just need help and just didn't learn to love themselves. They just needed to be hanging out with the right people, be proud of who they are. Now, it's right to play pretend, but because people act all the time, but this is crossing the line and offensive for the women. So basically, William Thomas collecting his so-called professional swimming awards, they're just collecting dust, not worth anything.